second piece is not 48 hours old. When I was told about this event, I wanted to write something new because it's about breaking the blues stigma. So I didn't want to just share pieces from the sad space and leave y'all like, dang, you know? So I wanted to write something new and it just wasn't happening. And then in my comments on Facebook, how I wasn't able to come up with something new, something clicked. I got it. So this piece, thank God, is called Blue is Not the Issue. You know, we call it having the blues or feeling blue. This piece, I'll have to read it because I haven't had 48 hours to memorize it. Blue is not the issue. Walter Scott, the cop who shot and fired that Glock and then reported false evidence. OJ might have did it, but that planted glove that didn't fit, it got him acquitted. False evidence. I have yet to understand totally why, but life turned and I incurred loss after pain, after cost. Odds are I would have been doing better by sheer chance. Random would have been kinder than that necromance. A barrage of battery would accumulate before I could catch a break, not to mention take a breath in the sulfuric air of that fiery hell. Mind you, all while others were doing so well. And I'd rise up and try again only to fail, adjusting me while everyone just did them. And my resolve, though strong, grew thin like a cervix near time to drop low. I connected the dots and it seemed to be personal. I wondered, what was wrong with me? False evidence. I am wrong. See, the universe is a created thing, like the human race consists of created beings, and all creation has a classic choice. Both forces exist in its voice, and to me, the universe thoroughly lied insidiously over time and said I wasn't worth it. And I heard it. And with this mission, human beings concerted and in accord with the lore of pop culture, most of them deserted. I felt such a heavy sense of shame. I wanted to hide and agree with being hidden, and for all the decades that I didn't, I constantly cried because I was empty and depleted and I couldn't get what I needed, and for all my loving, I was repeatedly mistreated. Somehow, I must have deserved it. False evidence. I let my heart rage against the Creator for the universe's cruel jokes for setting me up and then dashing my hopes later. But Jesus is a carpenter. He was the contractor of the master surgeon constructing my emergence all the while, because as I writhed in my burdens, I was actually getting close. Counseling took me from being buried underground to sorting the rubble into a mound, examining the treasures and soul wounds I found. But only God lifted me off the ground with a word of hope for my future rooted in truth. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and God took me from suffering in silence to the vigor to again fight for my life. He endowed me with the vision to strike down the enemy with precision via right division and take my deliverance by force, stepping into a realm of true healing. Equipped with the tools I got from right thinking school and empowered with the weapons of warfare to recover my peace and introduce me to joy and love. Blue is not the issue. Darkness is the issue. But what is there to do in a tunnel but go through? The longer you linger, the more darkness lasts. But hear this arrow in the spirit that this too shall pass as you bear down, knuckle up, and do the deep confrontative work of the soul. With so much of what you may feel, I've already identified. Losing the good kind of pride, wanting to hide, that time when you wish you'd died. but I lived to tell you the truth. There are blues of brighter hues on the other side.